you're truly a traveler, though, it's probably common for you to get on an airplane once in a while. Because airports beyond the security checkpoint are the jurisdiction of the federal government, of Homeland Security, the TSA, the laws that regulate firearms in that area are universal across all U.S. domestic airports and international airports. That said, the laws that regulate the airport from when you arrive on the property up to the security checkpoint are specific to the airport because that jurisdiction applies to the local jurisdiction. It could be the local city, county sheriff, or otherwise that controls that part of the airport. So the first thing you need to know about checking a firearm on an airplane is that you need to contact the airport. Every airport you're going to be checking in at during your travels, during your trip, and ask that airport specifically what laws, rules, or regulations they may have in place that you need to be aware of when you come on site with a firearm to check onto your flight. So call every airport and ask, because they're all a little bit different, and there are some that are infamously bad. The next thing you need to be aware of is just some consistent things that are true of all airports. So let me go through those really quickly. Number one, you may not carry on a firearm, ammunition, or firearm parts and carry on luggage. You can't do it. No carrying them on. You must check firearms, ammunition, or firearm parts in checked luggage. So that's number one. I think that's pretty obvious that you would have a problem at the security checkpoint if you had a carry-on with a gun in it, but just FYI, don't do that. Okay? Number two, all firearms must be declared to the airport personnel, the airline personnel, at the ticket counter where you get your boarding pass. So what you might do is approach the ticket counter and say to the airline employee on the other side of the counter, hey, I just want to let you know, I wanted to declare that I'm checking a firearm in my luggage today. That might be a way you approach that, but you must inform the airline employee that you're declaring a checked firearm in the luggage. The firearm must be fully unloaded, no ammunition in it whatsoever. Okay? It must be in a hard-sided locked container. So hard-sided does not mean one of those little sleeve things that's, you know, the soft material. No, it's a hard plastic or metal locked container. And you must be able to open the locked container. You have to have the key, know the combination, be able to get it open. And they will have you open it. They'll probably inspect it at least once, probably twice, before it gets on the airplane. And they'll inspect it in your presence. And that's not something to be overly alarmed about. Lastly, as it relates to ammunition, ammunition can also be checked in checked luggage onto the airplane. Ammunition must be in fiber-based, wood, metal, or other containers specifically designed to carry small quantities of ammunition. So you can't have a sock full of rounds. That's not going to fly. But anything you buy ammunition in, that's probably sufficient good quality container that is obviously designed to hold ammunition. So that would suffice. You could generally put it in the same lockbox as the gun. That's what I generally do. Or you could have it separate from the gun in other parts of checked luggage. But it can't be loose, and it can't be in a container that's not designed to hold small quantities of ammunition.